And watch to what degree the ordinary, everyday mishaps stay outside of your experience. 1,000 shall fall at thy left hand, and 10,000 at thy right hand. It shall not come nigh thy dwelling place. Who is this thy dwelling place? It is the individual who dwells in the secret place of the Most High. Not dwells in a house, not dwells in an automobile, not dwells in an airplane, but dwells in the secret place of the Most High. And how can you do that? It has to be done consciously. Everything in your life is either an activity of your consciousness expressing itself or your unwillingness to let your consciousness express itself, and therefore become a blotting paper for the beliefs of good and evil that permeate the world. You either become a blotting paper and take it all in and respond to it and show it forth, or else you become master of your fate and captain of your soul, but only by an act of consciousness. Only, not by, oh, well, God will take care of it. There is no such God. There must be an activity of truth in your consciousness. And that activity of truth has to be built. No matter what form of treatment you give, it has to be built around the principle that there is only one power, that nothing but God and the activity of God is power, and that any sense of evil is impersonal and is nothing but the activity of the fleshly mind, or the arm of flesh, or nothingness. Every treatment has to be built around those principles. Makes no difference whether you're going up in an airplane or down in a submarine. Doesn't make any difference if you're going to war and you're going to be at the front, or whether this is going to be the front from overhead. It makes no difference what the nature of the human claim is. It has to be consciously handled, and every so-called treatment or realization must embody those three things. The realization of one power, not a protection from evil power, but the reasoning, realized knowledge, truth, that God itself is infinite and only God is power. And every appearance is but this mesmeric influence, the temptation of the devil, coming to our consciousness to be accepted or rejected. And it has to be consciously rejected. That's why I said last night that really the one thing the world is suffering from is mental inertia. It won't wake up and think. It doesn't want to think conscious thoughts. It wants to look at pictures. It doesn't want to give voice to concrete truth. It doesn't want to sit back and live with truth. It wants to depend on a God. It wants to depend on, and it's an unknown God, and not only that, but a God that's failed mankind for thousands of years.